Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Help for the Guildless. My name, of course, is Antoine. Now, there's been an interesting thing going around Twitter recently called hashtag It's Okay to Be White. And I've had some people asking me, is this racist? There was a news story about it, and I'm here to give you my 2 cents. Actually, the facts of the matter. Is the term It's Okay to Be White racist? No, it's not. That's it for me, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. If you... What? You want more? Fine. Okay, let's really delve into this. There are a bunch of news articles going out and about talking about this. Some from mainstream media, some from not so large sources. But all in all, this has become quite large. The media are stupid. The media are retarded. Look, I'm going to play some news footage. I will leave a link to the video below so you can go watch the 1 minute and 30-second clip yourself. Because there's a lot that needs to be gone over. I'll do my best to limit it.
The news at 11 continues with a disturbing story out of Montgomery County. Students found flyers taped up at a high school that say it's okay to be white.
Do you hear that music? Music like that is usually reserved for the most egregious stories. Pedophile ring found inside elementary school. News at 11. Kevin Spacey accused of molesting a 14-year-old boy. Wait, that actually happened. So see, that's music that actually should have been for that story. Disturbing? What's disturbing about a blank piece of paper with 5 words on it? They're trying to make this sound so much worse than it is. The caption right there reads, racist flyers, and they have a question mark to it. The problem is that most people won't even see the question mark. With the music that's being played, with the serious tone and nature of the story that they're giving it, they see the caption racist flyers as a statement, not question. This is all done by the mainstream media and most companies that want to get your attention. They want to make you feel a certain way about this story. See, you learn something new every single time you listen to one of my videos. I am not only here to entertain you, but to inform you.
And now there are some racist online threats connected to them. Here's Stephanie Ramirez.
And what Ms. Ramirez is not going to do is actually do any investigating into those threats whatsoever. You know, like a journalist is supposed to do, or a reporter is supposed to do. As a matter of fact, the only thing that's going to be brought up about these so-called threats is from the person who is upset about the flyers herself. In a tweet, no less. All that she says is that she's gotten death and rape threats. That's par for the fucking course. They always say they get death and rape threats. I don't know a single person who is on the left, who is a social justice whiner, who is a third-wave feminist, who is a libtard, who is a liberal, who is a progressive, who is an extreme leftist, who is Antifa. I don't know a single one of them who hasn't said they get death threats and rape threats. Using those words are supposed to make you feel a certain way and makes the person saying them sympathetic. I'm not sympathetic. As a matter of fact, I'm accusatory. I want proof of these rape and death threats. She's on Twitter. Guess what? She can screen cap them. She can show them. But she won't. Because more than likely, they don't exist.
Here's what's going on. Yesterday, these flyers were posted to at least 2 different locations, the University of Maryland and Montgomery Blair High School in Silver Spring. The high school even caught the poster on surveillance video.
They caught him on surveillance video. Oh my God. The man is breaking into... The man is smashing the man is posting a piece of paper onto a doorway with tape. This is a non-issue. They can't tell who it is. They don't know who it is. And it's a piece of paper with 5 words on it.
When I asked the school spokesperson what was going on, he sent me a web link to an older post that shows this was planned. The page even says what to write. Oh, and the post also says,
"Prepare for some of the most amazing irony you have ever seen in your entire life."
this. We expect the anti-white media to produce a storm about these racist, hateful, bigoted flyers with a completely innocuous message.
We expect the anti-white media to produce a shitstorm about these racist, hateful, bigoted flyers with a completely innocuous message. Did she even read this before the words fell out of her mouth hole? They expected this. They planned this. And you took the bait. Not only did you take the bait, hook, line, and sinker, but you took the pole with the rope connected to the boat and you are dragging it into the harbor.
The media response will rally new support for pro-white activism.
Now, I will give credence to the message being distributed of the pro-white activism, and I use that in quotes, because anything pro-white is seen as bad. White supremacy, white power, white neo-Nazis, white nationalism. It's okay to be any other race on the planet except white. This is a disturbing trend. I'm going to talk about this more after the clip is over.
Well, this did upset a University of Maryland student who tweeted the flyer with her own message. And being on social media, she got a flood of responses, but she says this also included death and rape threats.
And there it is! She tweeted it out with her own message. We're not going to tell you what the message was. We're not going to tell you how hateful the message was. We're not going to even tell you how she worded it. We're just going to say she tweeted it out with a video in the background showing her crumpling up the paper. And that's taking her word for it. Because she's a woman of color, a student of color, an SOC. We're going to take her word for the fact that she's getting death and rape threats. I'm a cynic. I'm jaded. I'm an asshole. And I'm goddamn witty. But what I am not is gullible. I want proof. You are journalists. You are supposed to provide the resources we need. I should not have to do a 30-second Google search to find what I'm looking for. I don't even get paid for this, and I'm doing my job 1,000 times better than you are. On top of that, I did it faster.
So now police resources are involved. Prince George's County Police Department, they're investigating. Montgomery County Police are aware of it.
Absolutely perfect. Let's pull real detectives and police officers off of actual cases to investigate flyers. Can we get the Scooby Gang in on this as well? You know, the people doing this would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for those meddling SJWs.
And their parents, well, they're over it.
Just evil motivation, and just go back into your hole.
Not on camera. Evil motivation of a benign statement and go back into our hole. Not even giving us a Mr. Smith for the quote. Montgomery Blair High School parent. This was your sound guy, wasn't it? Or as Declan Black said, the cameraman. What are you afraid of? I swear to God, if this was me, and I was going to quote something that stupid, I wouldn't want to be on camera either. Can you walk and talk at the same time? I don't want to live on this planet anymore. Can I move to Mars? Can I be on one of the first spaceships to Mars? Please. If it gets me away from these fucking morons, I don't care if it will take 75 years in cryo sleep. Hell, I'd take a free trip on the fucking Nostromo.
The high school's principal says this was posted to 10 exterior doors to the school and that this appears to be a concentrated effort to foment racial and political tension.
10! Not 10 exterior doors! Oh, the humanity! The world is coming to an end! The principal thinks that the completely innocuous message is meant to create racial division and tension. Except it doesn't do that. It actually shows the fact that the principal is the one that's racist because he's putting the racism in the message. Now, look, this is the original post. This is what I was talking about. This right here is 4chan, the Pol Board. I've talked about it before. Pol stands for politically incorrect. This message was planned. They have rules. Well, guidelines, but rules. And it's to protect them from social justice warriors that would try to get them arrested, thrown out of college, suspended, fired from their jobs. And it states, no attempts to connect this to racists or the alt-right. No permanent vandalism. No offensive poster placements over other SJW posters or statues. No symbols. Do not interact with the left responding to this in any way other than politely pointing out their lunacy if no one else is. No watermarks. No racism at all. Fucking stop commenting on these news articles. This right here is the exact reason that the media ends up looking like morons. This message is perfectly harmless. Alright, let's take this to its logical conclusion. Well, the social justice logical conclusion. Let's say these flyers are indeed a way to recruit to the alt-right, white nationalists, and neo-Nazis. How? There's no notations on any of the flyers. There's no websites to connect it to. There is nothing leading people into this racial divide except their own racist thoughts. It's been connected to racists on 4chan. No! It's been connected to shit posters and trolls on the Pol Board, who made it to be politically incorrect. Go there one time. Just go there one time, and you will see what I'm talking about. Some of the things that these people say are so fucking horrendous that you cannot believe they honestly think these things. They say it to be edgy. They say it to be funny. And congratulations, 4chan. You have done it yet again. You have taken the idea of the troll and elevated it to epic fucking proportions. The media read plainly. We are trying to bait you. We are trying to make you use your anti-white racist propaganda to turn this into something it's not. Holy shit. It doesn't say it's okay to only be white. Then you could see that as a racist message. If I could, let me pose a question to any social justice whiners out there, any of these students of color that are their race first, moron second, and person third. Let me ask you a query. Would it be okay if it said it's okay to be black? Now, if you said yes to that, I'm going to give you a chance to think about your answer. So while you're thinking about your answer, let me ask you another question. If it said it's okay to be brown, is that okay? If you said yes again, I'm going to give you one more chance. If it said it's okay to be Asian, is that okay? Of course you said yes. Why wouldn't you? There's nothing wrong with those statements. So why is it not okay to be white? And if you come at me with your systems of oppression and bullshit like that, you're only showing the world your own ingrained racism. Now, I'm not going to go through it, but I'm going to leave a link down below to a Washington Post article. It's called It's Okay to Be White. Signs and stickers appear on campuses and streets across the country. I suggest you give it a read, because the person of color who wrote the article obviously has some ingrained racist things that they need to work out. My statement at the beginning of this, albeit a joke, is still true. The statement, it's okay to be white, has no racist connotation in it whatsoever. And those are my thoughts, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for listening. If you like what I do here, please hit like, share, and subscribe. And if you do happen to subscribe, hit that little bell icon so you can know when I upload a new video. But, once again, this has been Help for the Guildless. My name, of course, is Antoine. If you would like to follow me on any of the social medias, all the links are down below. I will hopefully see you guys next time, and have a wonderful evening.